Okay, number 3 says Jay received $100 for his birthday. He bought a Lego set for $45 and a remote car for $17. How much money does he have left? Now, for most of us, we easily know that we're going to have to subtract here, but for some of our students, it's a hard concept because they see a lot of numbers and a lot of words and they get overwhelmed and they get confused. So a problem like this is something you can actually practice at home or when you're in the grocery store and say, okay, I'm buying this banana for however much and this for however much, and I go to the cashier, what am I going to get back if I give her a 5? Practicing those type problems at home would really help them understand the concept when they see it in writing here. So Jay has $100 and he bought a Lego set and a remote car. You can either subtract 100 minus 45 and get the difference and then subtract 17, or a lot of kids added what he bought and then subtracted that from 100. 5 plus 7 is 12. 62. He spent $62. Some kids just stop right there and just put 62. Or some students did 100 minus 45 and stopped right there. They didn't finish all the way. So 100 minus 62. 38. So he would have $38 left. Again, that's something you practice when you go to the grocery store or at home. It would really, really help because this tends to be a little overwhelming for some of them. Number 4 says, Mom buys 8 cookie tins. She will put 24 cookies into each tin. How many cookies will she need to bake? A lot of students saw this 8 and 24. They knew that we were talking about division and they divided and got 3. But I'm trying to stress to them that it's important that the answer has to make sense. So if Mom buys 8 cookie tins, and I even had a lot of them draw it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She has 8 cookie tins. And she's putting 24 cookies in this tin, and 24 in this tin, and 24 in this tin. And I would go all the way down, and I would ask them, does 3 make sense here? It's important that they have some number sense, that they understand that, no, my answer can't be 3 because she's putting 24 cookies in one tin. And so you have to have 24 times 8. And some students, after I drew it, they wanted to add 24 plus 24 plus 24, which is a way to solve it, but it was also a way to make easy mistakes. So I would just do 24, do it over to the side here, times 8. You say 8 times 4 is 32, and 8 times 20 is 160. That's called partial products, the way we did it. It's not how we learned it when we were growing up, but it's we go 8 times 4 and then 8 times 20 instead of going down and putting the 0 like we used to do. 192. So she would need to bake 192 cookies. And that makes a whole lot more sense than 3. And so number sense is key in understanding these word problems. I'm going to pause it again, and I'll scroll it up and do the last few.